patience is such an important element in your life, and it's part of your virtue of being this person who has the integrity, who lives true to themselves, and who is really satisfied and content with themselves, but doesn't stay on the same place at the same time. And we want to find this balance. We want to find this mixture and combination of our characteristics that will enable us to get always better, but at the same time be grateful, consistent, patient, and do hear the person, my neighbors, I am being patient now. The person who needs everything so quickly and who wants instant gratification and who can't really postpone their satisfaction with something, or in other words, their high spike of dopamine, they don't go far in life. And they are also very, very, way more vulnerable to some frauds, to bad people around them. They will tell and promise the world, but they are gonna be just another part of this, of their experience and of the proof that being non-patient doesn't pay off. So I encourage you to strip all of these characteristics and elements that will make you impatient. That even though things like not being able to start a car, like just being stuck somewhere, or being just impatient in front of your computer. Of course, these are things that we usually get in ourselves and aren't absolutely interested in any mindfulness technique or something like that. We just need the work be done right now. It's like valuable arguments. However, all you do is creating these negative emotions. And I think that by this point we all know that negative emotions don't serve to anything. They don't serve. Absolutely. If I could fire all the emotions that don't serve, it would be every emotion that would be negative. Patience gives you this power, this steadiness, and the grounded feeling, this confidence. Because patience, imagine it like a lion, you know. Lions are patient, or a cat. She is patient. When we're in wild nature, we see on these documents that the cat isn't everywhere just looking desperately for food. She wouldn't catch anything. The cats and all these lions and all the family, they are patient. They know, even animals know that they need to be patient in order to catch something, in order to be successful in anything. They can't just be waiting and then just give up. Because patience also projects trust. If you're patient with someone, and this is also for example, managers and for some people that want to become leaders. This is when you are patient with someone, he knows and he feels that you believe in him and that you trust him, even though he's totally fucking up. Like, you kind of need to just be the guide and express, even if it's not verbally, the patience just by looking at him and just nodding. This means I believe in you that you will make it. So I'm not going to be this person who is nervous, who starts to be nervous when something doesn't come immediately. Those are the people that are non-patient, and they usually don't get anywhere far, and if they do, they lose everything very quickly. I don't know if you're familiar with this saying, like, if you acquire something very quickly, the same way you there is a very big probability that the same way you will lose it. It's part of the key to success and to be generally satisfied with our life, with the way you live. And so with the trust, as the lion knows that there is gonna be another animal that he will be able to catch, he knows that he needs to wait. But he is not like he hopes. There is this different feeling, this different energy shift. He doesn't hope that there will be any animal. He basically knows. He has to know. He cannot afford not to know, not to be 100% convinced, if you know what I mean. Because he would die if he wouldn't catch anything. So we might get inspired from these animals, and we might get inspired by the fact that we take this energy, this attitude and this approach. Because if you hope, you can hope for different things. Like you can hope for the world's peace, you can hope for something that is very abstract and that is very challenging to acquire just by you deciding, you know. But what you can know is that you are gonna do one thing, you're gonna do it in this way, and you are going to be patient with yourself, because you know that there is the final product, there is the success on the other side, and you will just steadily and patiently follow what needs to be done. And just like the lion, you know that it's there. You just need to not panic when it doesn't come in the time you thought it would come. Remember that anything that comes to us comes in the most divine timing, because it came, okay? It's like with being able to afford a car. If you thought that by this year you will be able to afford a new car, that's a very good goal to pursue, of course. And you patiently can take all the actions that will be needed to acquire this car. However, the patience here is you are not going to get overflown with doubts. If that happens, you know how to manage your emotions about this, about being able to just completely put doubt and fear and any negative emotion aside and be focused by your thinking and by your actions that are focused. You also are really ready to receive what you want, and therefore you create like this non-negotiable success. And the only negotiable thing here is time, is when will it happen. Patience don't count with time, it counts with more like a trust. It's a manifestation of the trust that you have towards yourself and towards their life that you believe in. Because if you believe that the life will give anything that you want, it will happen. But you just need to be so steadily convinced, just like the lion that just is waiting with knowing for 100% that he will see in the following 24 hours some little animal that he can catch. And patience makes you also one of the top people that you can work with as a leader, as a person, as a friend, as a spouse, as someone in relationship, as a husband or as a wife, as a student, as a teacher, as a speaker, you know, also as someone who is living in your body, as your own self. It's essential for becoming the person who you strive to be, who you would like to be. And I bet that if you are watching until this point at the video, you really want to get better and you really want to grow. You are almost scared to be on the same place like 2 days in a row. That's already too much. And that's good. Be patient. Just stay patient if you already are. You're choosing your steady confidence like that, and you are choosing to let all the things that you want, that you wish for, and that you desire, and that you work for, also very important, to really appear in your life. And it will appear. Believe in that 100%. Always think about the lion that just sits there and he is not panicking. He's not thinking like maybe all the animals have just died all of a sudden. Maybe I'm the only animal here living. What if it's true? What if... And now he starts to overthink. That's the beauty of animals. They don't overthink. At least I hope, or I feel like. By their actions, if they want to do something, they will do it. And sometimes the inspiration in animals are very, very like intense. It's even better than some inspiration of other people. They just sit, wait, know how it's done. They just see some few of animals, different animals, and he goes. And he knows the drill. And this is exactly with getting everything we want. We should know the drill. We should know that, okay, I want this. All right, let's just set the emotional state right. I am no longer doubting myself. I'm no longer being this scared chicken that just didn't want to say a word when he didn't know anything. I am now one person who knows who they are. It's also a little bit of work, but if you can do one thing in life, it's this, like to get to know yourself, because this is how you get efficiently done everything. Shortest way how to acquire anything that's really worth acquiring is to take the longest route. There are no shortcuts, and successful people know it. If you like these thoughts and the approach that I take, you can follow me. You can follow me also on Instagram. We can just connect and create this community of people that aren't doing average. No. I hope you have an amazing day and see you soon. Stay awesome.